What is critical thinking? Critical thinking is about using your brainpower to think carefully and smartly. It means asking questions, looking at information closely, and deciding if it makes sense. You don't just believe everything you hear or read. Instead, you think for yourself and figure out what's true and what's not. It helps you make good choices and solve problems wisely. Let's see the steps for critical thinking. Step 1. Identify the problem or question. This step involves clearly understanding the problem or the question at hand. It's important to define the issue you're trying to solve or the information you're seeking. Let's say you're trying to decide which smartphone to buy for yourself or your work team. The problem would be identifying the best smartphone that suits your needs and preferences. Step 2. Gather data, opinions, and arguments. In this step, you collect relevant information, facts, opinions, and arguments related to the problem or question. It's important to gather diverse perspectives and consider various sources of information. When deciding which smartphone to buy, you would gather data such as specifications, user reviews, expert opinions, and comparisons between different models. Step 3. Analyze and evaluate the data. This step involves carefully examining and assessing the gathered information. You analyze the data to identify patterns, strengths, weaknesses, biases, and inconsistencies. This helps you separate reliable information from unreliable or biased sources. When analyzing the smartphone data, you might compare the performance, camera quality, battery life, and price of different models to determine their pros and cons. Step 4. Choose the most relevant data and discard the rest. Not all data and information may be equally important or reliable. In this step, you select the most relevant and trustworthy data to support your decision or conclusion, while discarding or minimizing the influence of irrelevant or unreliable information. From the gathered smartphone data, you might prioritize the opinions and reviews from reputable technology websites or individuals who have similar preferences to yours. Step 5. Make a decision/reach a conclusion. Based on the analyzed and evaluated data, you make a decision or form a conclusion that best addresses the problem or question at hand. This decision is backed by the evidence and reasoning you have gathered and assessed. After considering the smartphone specifications, user reviews, and expert opinions, you might decide to purchase a specific model that aligns with your needs and budget. Step 6. Present or communicate to all stakeholders. The final step involves sharing your decision or conclusion with all relevant parties or stakeholders. Effective communication ensures that others understand your thought process and the rationale behind your decision. So, if you're choosing a smartphone for work purposes, you might communicate your decision to your team or supervisor, explaining why you believe it's the best choice based on the gathered information and your analysis. Thank you for watching this video.